We did our photo tour at Hollingsworth Field at Gustavus Adolphus College. Our tour was led by Assistant Athletic Director Jared Phillip. The Gustavus Adolphus College football program enters its 9th year in its $4.6 million stadium. The facility replaced 100-year-old Hollingsworth Field in 2007, which was one of the 10 oldest fields in college football prior to its decommissioning. The state-of-the-art stadium has become one of the premier facilities in small college football. It was named after Lloyd Hollingsworth, who was a Gustavus alumnus, coach, and athletic director. The stadium is sited west of Lentz Center and provides the Gustavus community with an attractive and unique venue from which to watch the Gusties compete. The new synthetic field is recessed below ground level, and an earthen berm surrounds the entire field. Spectators enter the stadium through an archway called Traditions Plaza, which features plaques commemorating all 22 conference championship teams, the 7 coaches who have directed the Gusties to those league titles, as well as the 25 players who have earned All-American honors while playing for the Black and Gold. Spectators can circle the entire stadium via a concrete sidewalk. Pictured is the front gate and the main entrance where the ticket booths sit to the stadium. There's another picture of the ticket booth and the entrance. Ticket prices are posted on each of the ticket booths as you walk into the stadium. The front area of the stadium is surrounded by this black metal fence, although the rest of the stadium is surrounded by a chain link fence. That is one of the design flaws that the athletic director thought. He wished he could have had the black fence go all the way around just for cosmetic reasons, although the fence does still serve its purpose. As you enter Hollingsworth Field, you pass commemorative plaques of the donors to the stadium. Everyone has a plaque as you walk in, and as you get to the main tower at the plaza, you see coaches and athletic directors and others commemorated in plaques on the walls. You get a great view of the stadium as you walk in. You can see the lengthwise of the field. You also see the wall with all the championship teams and the All-Americans from the past.
Here is a view of the home side grandstands, with the press box sitting on top of the stands. This set of bleachers can hold around 2,500 people. The yellow section of the stands is all stadium seating with seat backs. Some of these seats are reserved, but most seating around the stadium is general admission. Off towards the right, you can see a grass berm. This berm goes all the way around the stadium. Many fans like to sit on the berm to enjoy the game. With the berm, the stadium can hold an extra 1,500 fans. There are 56 steps in the stadium from the bottom to the top, and the height of the press box is 56 feet. One great thing about the home stands is that it is very appealing to the eye. This picture shows the lower level of the home side stands. As you can see, it is bleacher seating. The students will sit down on the lower section. As a student fan, this is great for in-game noise and being close to the action. However, as a facility manager, this can cause chaos when fans are this close to the players on the field. This is a view of the away stands. These stands can hold about 1,000 people, and they are also bleacher seating. One thing nice about the Gustavus football stadium is that they have plenty of seating for their visiting fans. This helps with fan interaction and crowd management. One flaw in the stadium with this seating is that the walkways up to the stands are quite small and can cause for congestion during busy times. Here is a picture of the scoreboard. The scoreboard is a Dektronics scoreboard. One thing nice about the scoreboard is that it can be seen from every angle in the stadium. Also below the scoreboard, there is a play clock that is located in each end zone to help the players know how much time is left on each play. The scoreboard is home to the only advertising in the stadium. If you look dead center, you can see the logo for the First National Bank.
This is the view looking from Traditions Plaza towards the field. The turf is still the original turf from 2007, making it 7 to 8 years of use. It is also used for soccer and lacrosse. This turf is also used during gym times, and the Gusties practice on it every week. There are no lights at Hollingsworth Field, so night games are not available, although they have had this for the past 100 years at the old Hollingsworth Field. Both the visiting and home team enter through tunnels underneath the visitors' grandstands. The corners of the end zones are padded on the walls to prevent any injuries running into the wall. This is also a design flaw as the stadium surrounds the field very closely. There's only a few feet between the wall and the field.
Gustavus has built a barbecue and tailgating tent for the fans to attend before the game, and also during halftime. Here's where they can enjoy refreshments and food. A lot of fans attend this spot to converse with others and talk about the game. There is only one concession stand within the facility. It is located underneath home bleachers at the end of the stadium. The concessions area has 3 different windows to help with lines during the game. The stand is 450 square feet. A downside of the concession stand is that there's only one at the home side. The away side doesn't have a concession stand. Those fans have to come all the way around to the other side of the stadium to get food and beverages. There is only one restroom and a built-in drinking fountain within the stadium. The restrooms are located underneath home bleachers right next to the concession stands. There is one set of men's and one set of women's. A big problem is with the lines during the game. They can become backed up with only one set of bathrooms. There is also a camera security system built into the facility. It covers all major areas that need to be watched. There are fire alarms around the buildings, just in case. Each exit is clearly marked with a sign, emergent and non-emergent.
This is a view of the press box. If there's one thing I took away from the tour, it is that it is very important to have a comfortable press box. This press box was one of a kind, and Jared was telling us stories about how other teams' coaches love to come here and play because of this press box. To get up to the press box, you can either take the stairs or there is a built-in elevator in the stadium that will take you all the way to the top. This picture shows the raised seating along with seating in front to allow more viewing spots. Jared even described how you can see the soccer field from the press box and maybe watch the game if there is one going on. Here's another view of the backside of the press box. As you can see, it is very comfortable and can fit a lot of people. The press box is 1,500 square feet and is fully equipped with air conditioning and heating. It even has its own beverage cooler. The scoreboard is controlled by a student worker for most of the games. Per the MIAC conference rules, adults can be the only workers in the press box, besides a student who can run the scoreboard. However, everything else has to be run by the adults. Here's another picture of the game clock and in-the-game telephones that they use to communicate with others on the field. The public address system is a custom Sports Sound 1000. The PA system is very old, however, and at times there is buzzing within the system, and the stadium only has speakers on one side of the stadium. This is definitely a flaw in the design of the stadium and something that needs to be improved. Here's a side view of all the different press boxes that the stadium offers. As you can see, they are split up by windows and walls. However, Jared described how he wishes the press boxes were even more soundproof. The different types of press boxes include game personnel, media, home and visiting radio, home and visiting filming, and home and visiting coaches' booths. This is a picture of one single press box. Jared said one of the biggest flaws that they have with the press box is that they have a bug problem during the year. Bugs will seep through the cracks and make their way into the press box. Here's a great image of the football field with the school in the background. One thing I learned from this tour is that having a great facility like this helps keep bringing people back to the games.
The presidential suite at Gustavus is 1,200 square feet. Rebecca M. Bergman is Gustavus's current president, and she tries to attend every home game she can for the Gusties. The presidential suite is air-conditioned and heated, and it also has bathrooms for men and women in it. It has a perfect view of the field, right through big glass windows with comfortable seating facing the windows. There's spacious room in the presidential suite for viewers to either sit down and enjoy watching the game or to hang out and catch up and talk with other people. Inside the presidential suite, there is a schedule for all of the games for the season. At the bottom of the schedule, there are magnets of helmet magnets that are changed each game, displaying what team the Gusties are playing. There are different food and beverage options available inside the presidential suite, including a popcorn machine and a mini fridge equipped with different drinks. All of the graphics displayed inside of the presidential suite were made by SportPix out of Mankato. During home games, the visiting team is allowed to use the hockey rink as their locker room in between during halftime and before and after games. The officials also use this space. One design flaw of the facility itself is that once hockey season starts, there's not really anywhere for the visiting team and the officials to go during these times. Just outside the doors of the presidential suite, there's also plenty of space for people to enjoy the game outdoors on a nice warm day. There is a row specifically reserved for any guests that the president might have staying in the suite. We enjoyed our visit to Gustavus and would like to return to watch a game sometime.